and correct. In a society where this relationship is very pure and where societies are quite settled down, the question doesn't arise mostly that the sisters do wrong. But supposing a sister does something like that, supposing a sister goes out of the family, she tries to give up her family for somebody else, or she tries to dominate her husband, or to do something wrong in the family, then the brother will go and tell her off what he thinks of her and will try to correct her. So this right to correct between brother and sister does exist, not because it is some sort of an outward thing, but innately from within ourselves. This is the Ganesha principle which acts on Vishuddhi Chakra, where whatever communications we have a sister's relationship and a mother's relationship. Krishna also had a foster mother, as you know, and the relationship with him was exactly like her own son. So if you call somebody as a mother, it has to be absolutely pure relationships. So there are three types of relationships with the women. One is that of a mother, another of a sister or a daughter, and another is of a wife. Daughter cannot correct the father. Daughter has no right to correct the father, and she will not correct the father. On the contrary, even if he does wrong, she supports him. She stand by him always. She will even go against the mother to support father. It's nature, it's natural. But the son will correct the father if he is doing something against the mother. It's a natural thing. It's a male force supporting the female's force or the female force correcting the male force in such a manner that the society is kept clean and there is proper growth. Only among barbaric people, according to Shastras, only the Rakshasas indulge into such impure relationships all the time. Because there is no purity in the society, it crawls up into our mind, and mentally we accept these things as norms. Otherwise, there is no need to look at every woman with lust and greed, at every man with some lust. This abandonment has basically started when, like Freud has said it also, when the relationship with the mother, relationship with the father, the relationship with the brother and sisters are basically spoiled in childhood due to the atmosphere, due to so many things, whatever it is. And once it is ruined, this principle of Ganesha is ruined on your Vishuddhi Chakra, it's very, very difficult in Sahaja Yoga to keep such people going on. Now we have had problems in ashrams of this kind, which you know of, that they are living in the ashram and misbehaving. There are married women also, we had experience of this. I mean, it was such a horrifying thing, having relations in the most impure manner. Even the unmarried can do like this. I had a very bad experience in Austria once here also. It is such a horrible experience for me. I don't know what to do with them. Because I know they are Sajogis, they are seekers. But this kind of weakness we cannot have in collectivity. It is like one really a bad apple which will ruin all of them. So even one example like that cannot be tolerated, not that because it is so very venomous, but because this kind of relationship will ruin our collectivity. In India we had a system called Gotra, which meant that whatever university we studied is that your Gotra. For example, my forefathers, all of them studied in one university which was started by Shandilya Muni. So they all went to his ashram in different places and did this, what you can say, his studies and all those things together. But in one Gotra, you cannot marry. Now so many years have passed. Because we belong to Shandilya Gotra, we cannot marry anyone in that Gotra. So to that extent it is. And when to that extent it comes in our mind, we don't think the other way around. And it doesn't come into our minds like that. Now we have societies like Islam, Muslim societies also. In the Muslim society, because of Parda system, they are always suspicious. And they can never trust that a woman is having a good relation with brothers or not, because they have no Gotra system at all. They are so suspicious because there is no freedom to talk. And I have seen in India where also we can see that is quite a pure relationship idea between the Muslims. But Muslims have this problem. The women are suspicious, men are suspicious, and everything is done secretly and in a funny manner. So another thing should be that we should be absolutely free in an ashram. But there should not be a particular interest in one person. If somebody gets a particular interest in one person, then it is wrong. But in general, we should be free as brothers and sisters. And we should be very free. Then suspicion should not come in at that time. Suspicion can only come in when one person is interested only in one person. And that is the time we have to correct. Very important. Because it's all right. Supposing somebody is a leader, you are looking after the leader, is all right. If somebody is your Rakhi brother, is all right. You are looking after Rakhi brother. But if you go beyond a certain limit, then you better correct yourself. That's wrong. And then if you really want to deceive yourself and say, no, nothing is wrong, then know that this is not the way. You have come to Sahaja Yoga, giving up all these nonsensical things to ascend. And now there's again crawling up upon you. So the relationships should be of the same type with everyone. Now what is the difference in a society which is supposed to be elite, where people flirt with each other? They freely flirt. They flirt with this person, that person, that person, that person, like that. Not interested in anybody, this thing. But when they talk and when they have any communication, what is behind is, because we have to search our own souls. We have to find out ourselves. That's very important. Soul searching is important to see, why am I so friendly with such and such person? If you think that you are friendly with such and such person for some other purpose, like somebody might say that, oh, I am all right because I am working with her or something like that. But why interested? Because soul searching is very important in these countries especially. Because here there is no norms about how you behave with other women. So we have to be absolutely free, as I said, with each other in the sense that like brothers and sisters are. And whatever are the limitations of a woman must be observed. Like, you see, say if my brother is sitting with me, I cannot watch a romantic picture. Cannot. If my daughters are there, my husband will not sit there to watch a romantic picture. It's very subtle. With the brother you won't discuss something normally, say about sex or about things like that. Because it is such a private thing that you can only have this with your husband. So if he's a brother and if you find that trying to attract the person in a way that you should not, then you have to place yourself against yourself and see for yourself why you are doing it. It's such a frivolous nonsense thing. It's a joyless pursuit. So why should I do it? Once you understand the importance that Sahaja Yoga, you can only achieve your ascent through purity. There's no other way out. Anything which is hanging on to you will keep you down. And whatever you go, start dropping it out, whether it is ego, superego, anything. But the highest of all is the purity of your mind as far as the sex is concerned. I will give it the highest priority. That's what we call as innocence. That's the only thing that will take you ahead. And so we all should try to search our souls. Now there are men and women who doubt each other all the time. I go on doubting each other. But it is another joyless pursuit. We have to watch ourselves and not others. By doubting others, we ruin our lives and the lives of others. But it's the duty of the wife and the husband to correct each other if they find anything wrong in that relationship. Now this discrimination has to be there. Mostly I've seen that if they are crazy people, they'll go on doubting everyone. It's a kind of a position. If they are doubting their wife, they'll go on after her life. If they are doubting about the husband, they'll go on after. This again spoils your collectivity. Such people cannot be collective and cannot be such. And I would say such people should be thrown out of Sahaja, or else they should be separated. Because this is a very subtle type of an aggression can take place, or a subtle type of a torture can take place, and a very bad type of relationships can develop between the Sahajogis. I've seen one case in Australia which was very, very serious for me. There was an Indian girl and she got after her husband about these things. And so many people she hurt. And so many people left Sahaja Yoga. And nobody could discover why they are leaving. Because she used to do very subtly.